Hi, my name is Coco with BlackFilm.com, and I'm here with Yolanda Adams and Soraya to talk the new BET Plus series, Kingdom Business. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having us.
I'm so excited. Thank you. I'll start with you, Miss Yolanda. Your character, Danita, is the queen of gospel, like somebody else we know, Miss Yolanda Adams. And up until this point, her throne has been threatened, but she's been able to keep it under control. What was it like playing such a conflicted character? You know, you're kind of playing the bad guy a little bit.
Yeah, I am kind of the bad lady. I said before, I love this role because there's such a dichotomy with her. On the one hand, you know, the gospel artist thing, you know, I'm just definitely like that. But on the other hand, the manipulator, the adjuster of different things, and you know, that ain't even my speed. So you know, trying to play this person, it stretched me, and it stretched my chops, it stretched my focus, it stretched everything. So I am really, really grateful for this role.
And Soraya, you know, Rebel has this troubled past. You know, she's been through a very difficult journey, and her journey to gospel is very untraditional in that way. But I feel like Rebel was probably the most honest and authentic person in all of these places.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? That's what's exciting to be Rebel. Why it's exciting to be Rebel is because she gets to be kind of like that raw character in the script. I feel like everyone has raw moments, but I think Rebel is kind of just wears her heart on her sleeve, and she just is who she is, and she's not apologizing. She's unapologetic, and in this space that can ruffle feathers, and she is definitely doing that. So it was really cool to be able to play a character kind of loved and hated by many.
Yeah. And Miss Yolanda, I mean, I know that, you know, especially with the gospel industry, you know, you want everyone to have the best of intentions, and everybody has, you know, their different motivations. Have you found throughout your career that there may be some of these same parallels, though? I mean, even if it was affecting you, and again, you're not that kind of person, but it doesn't mean those kind of people don't exist, even, you know, operating in the name of the Lord, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, you have it in every area of life. So being able to look at this character and look at all of the characters that make up this amazing Kingdom Business series, you know, we all know somebody like the characters we're playing. You know, I know some rebels, you know, and I know some rebels in gospel music. I know some Bishop Jordans, and, you know, we all know those people. And what I do love about this is that this no holds barred, we're not apologizing for how this is written kind of story, because some of this stuff has actually happened in real time, real life. And to not shy away from issues that are present day that, you know, folks could really be dealing with. I think that's the beauty of Kingdom Business.
Yeah, what I like about it, again, like you said, it's very relatable. I mean, these are real people, real stories that we know. I mean, there are some scenes that are really racy, but these are things that we actually see in real life. And it's not some sort of like cookie cutter drama in a way that tries to sell it like in an overpackaged way. It's like, this is the reality. So I think that's great, especially with respect to Rebel's journey and just showing that no one is beyond, you know, so-called redemption. I think that was really, really important to showcase that.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, Soraya, you know, I've interviewed you before, and you know, one of the things I complimented you on is that, you know, Soraya is young. Her career has taken off so quickly. I mean, at least I shouldn't say that, because I know you work hard. So, you know, people often, we don't see what the work is behind the scenes. I'm not gonna do that. But the way that you've just continued to get these roles, and how you stayed so grounded and so focused at such a young age. I mean, you're such a mature person, and you're a role model. You know, one of the things that's talked about in this show is how money, fame, and success can affect people in entirely different ways. And as someone that's seen things in such a short span of time just completely accelerate in ways that many people will just pray for, how do you stay being the same Soraya that you've been your entire life and not switching it up?
You know what? Thank you for everything you just said. I appreciate that. how do I say? I don't know. I mean, I guess my family, probably my mom. My mom's my manager. She keeps me pretty much in check still. Shout out to the moms. So yeah, I would say that the sense of reality is still always around me. And I come from nothing, so there are things that I'm still on a mission to do, and to set up for my life, for my family, for my future family. So it's just a sense of kind of just survival and not being distracted. Is the biggest thing for me, is kind of like staying focused and straight to the goal, and not getting distracted with the shiny things or the attention or the you know, the parties and the this and the that, the who's and the who's. It's kind of just stayed like that. And you know, I've never really been a big crowd person, I guess, as far as like having like a lot of friends or things like that. So it's pretty much, it's kind of easy for me in that way. But yeah, just really staying focused and grounded. My parents do a great job of that.
It's nice to meet someone that still listens to their parents. You know,
I do. They've been through a lot, so I listen for sure.
For sure. And Miss Yolanda,
and let me just add something. She's already a beautiful person from the inside out. So, you know, I think that's the thing that we love so much about Soraya, is that you know, when she walks into the trailer, it's like, hey, you know, we're all so glad to see her, because that ray of sunshine, you know, hey, even on the day when she wasn't feeling well, we couldn't tell, you know.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
That's so you were filming and you were sick some days and you were still going through it?
I have really bad, I mean, not to be TMI, but really bad monthly. And so it was one of those really bad days. And I was, you know, I'd taken a lot of Tylenol, and I was sleepy, and I was just, I think I was asleep getting my makeup done, actually. That video may come out. But yeah, that was the day I just was not feeling good at all. But yeah, I just pushed through it. But thank God for y'all too, because y'all kept me like my spirits high. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Miss Yolanda, you know, you've been very famous for a very long time. And of course, you know, your accolades and just the influence and the impact you've had on the industry. What is it like working with these casts where people are looking up to you too, because of the things that you've done? And you're working on something that's not unlike what you do, you know, as your so-called day job.
It is a part of my so-called day job, but let me tell you how amazing the cast is, because I look to them for so much inspiration. I can't tell you how many times Michael Beach and I had conversations, Michael J. White and I had conversations, Tamar and I had conversations. It was, to me, because, you know, you look at the music and you look at the, you know, the things, you know, all like Soraya said, the shiny things, but those are not important in those moments when you come together as a team to convey a message to the world. And so I took all of that off, and I became a student of the art. I became a student of every character, because I was always interacting with one of them in some way or form. And I wanted to be totally authentic to that particular moment. So I have to say that the cast had 100% to do with the success of all of this, because it made me grow. It made me want to grow, and it made me want to show this side of, you know, the not so pretty side of things.
You know, I thank you both, you know, so much for your time, you know, and before I go though, because I know you guys have a huge press run today, Soraya, I do have one last question for you. What is it like for you where you're able to, because a lot of times people are only known as an actor or only known as a singer. You've got this thing where people are recognizing aspects of you just in totality. And it's really amazing to see somebody be able to showcase that in the characters you play. So how do you feel in this moment that you're really being fully realized as a person that has multiple talents?
I feel ecstatic. Honestly, I'm just grateful because it's one of the biggest kind of things about the trajectory of me that
Mhm.
I've been working on since Empire is no, I really do music. I really love music. Like I really am perform. And then also like, but I do love TV and film, you know, and not having to choose, but to be able to strategize and get people to see both ends of what I do. It was definitely a job for a few years, but I'm so glad that it's starting to break through
Mhm.
because you know, I've been able to be a part of some other shows and some other things, and so people are starting to see me in a different light, and it's amazing. It feels great.
Mhm.
So thank you.
And let's just say this: nobody gets to sing with Miss Yolanda Adams unless they can sing. So
Well, thank you, because
that doesn't just
that was
happen to people, you know. Miss
that
Yolanda,
was
would you
the
like
thing.
to
That was the
co-sign
thing.
that?
I was nervous. I was like, Kirk was like, no, let me tell you, like, this is gonna be, we're gonna make some music, we're gonna make some magic. And I was like, you know, I don't like sing gospel, like, I don't know. And they were all just so, I got stretched to limits I didn't know I had. So it was really a wonderful experience through and through.
I'm so happy for you. I thank you both so much for your time. Again, my name is Coco with blackfilm.com. I am here with Soraya and Miss Yolanda Adams. We're talking about Kingdom Business. It's a BT Plus series that's streaming on May 19th. It is so good, y'all. I watched 4 episodes now. It's glued to the screen. I love it. Thank you both so much. You did an amazing job. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to
Bye,
see more
guys.
content like this on blackfilm.com, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell.